Hey, what is up, everybody? It is your girl JoJo, and I'm here with the review for Love After Lockup Season 6. I think we're on episode 5. We're going to go in random order talking about these people today. Oh, excuse me. I hope you all are doing good today. I am doing well. We're going to go in random order, but I'm going to start with the two easiest people, and that would be Michael and Joey. These two aren't going to make it, mainly because Michael's going to go back to jail. I think he wants to go back to jail. I think it's an environment where he's comfortable. He's breaking all the rules. He does go see his mom, which is heartwarming, but he says to production, he doesn't even say sorry because he doesn't believe in saying sorry. But that is literally the first thing that he said to his mom, and production made sure they pointed it out. But just the same old with him. He doesn't want to go back to the halfway house. He doesn't want to follow the rules. He's already planning on not going back while not seeking. He does seek permission because they finally beg him to between Joey and his mom. But he doesn't really want to because he doesn't care. He's going to violate the rules, and I think he hopes that it will get him sent back. He's ready to use. He says in the confessionals he doesn't believe that they love each other the same way. And that's because he doesn't love this man at all. He might love him as much as a broken person who just wants to do the drugs and live their life and not care about anybody does, but he doesn't really love him. Joey's an enabler. He doesn't know how to set any boundaries for himself, and I don't think he's ready to be in a relationship, especially not with somebody like Michael. So these two aren't going to make it too long. They're probably already broken up. You know, I don't follow outside of watching the show, so they're probably already broken up for all we know. You know, I'm about sick of Bradley and his family treating him as if he is 13 years old and this is his first girlfriend. This is a grown man. So, you know, they are having a party for Bradley, and apparently the party is cocktail attire. I don't know what his sister was talking about, because the only person who really had on cocktail attire might have been Savannah. She didn't even have on cocktail attire, in my opinion, but I don't know. She need to step back so I can see the whole fit, but it didn't look, okay, it was cocktail attire and nobody really had it on. So they have the little event. The event is cute. You can tell he is loved and supported by many in his family, especially his sisters, who act as if he doesn't know how to manage or handle his own life. Savannah and old girl must have been a handful back in the day, because it's like nobody will let them live it down. Caddy, the girl pictured, his sister, is having a conversation with him, and she's beating around the bush, but she eventually says she doesn't care for Savannah, doesn't care for their relationship, just based off of the things she knows about her and the things that Bradley has told her. Ding, ding, ding. The things that he has told her. So if I was Savannah, hold on, I'm moving ahead. So Savannah goes over to the other sister and basically is just like, you know, I don't know how I'm going to have this. I don't know if I need to have a talk with Katie or Caddy. That's how you say it, Caddy. But I don't want to keep being demonized for things that happened in my past. Like, we're moving forward now. Bradley has chosen to be with me, and I would hate for him to feel like he has to choose between me and the family, which, girl, he gonna choose the family if he got to choose. He ain't gonna choose you. He might choose another woman, but he ain't gonna choose you. So she's really upset by it. And the other sister says, you can go have a conversation with Caddy, but, you know, Caddy can be a little bit intimidating because she stands on business. When did they start saying, and y'all know who I'm talking about when I say they, when did they start using the term stand on business? Like, oh gosh, we got to start gatekeeping a little bit more, but it's just a phrase, right? So anyway, she goes over there to talk to her, and Caddy is basically telling her, I don't really care for the situation. I know you all are going to be together, but I want my brother to feel like he can live his life. I don't want him feeling trapped. I don't want him feeling like he's in a bubble. And so Savannah says, well, you know, I don't have a dungeon in my house, right? And that's what takes the conversation to a different level. Caddy is just like, okay, don't be no asshole now. You know what I mean by that. He's the one telling us that you're controlling. So Savannah, at this point, I think needs to end all conversation with the family and address this with Bradley, because obviously he's making her sound as if, I don't know if she's actually doing it, but he's making it sound as if she's keeping him in the house all the time. She don't want him to be around nobody else, and she has him in this bubble. So it seems like the family has this idea based on the things that Bradley has told them about her. It's not like they're just making it up because they don't like her. These are things that he's obviously saying to them. So at this point, you got to check him and say to him, if you feel like I'm doing all that to you, then maybe we shouldn't be together. What y'all think? But he's definitely going back to the family and playing the middleman with his sisters, making it seem like, oh my gosh, I'm just so unhappy there, but I really want you to like Savannah because I'm going to be with her, blah, blah, blah. But, sometimes she can be a little controlling. And then when they say something, he's stepping back like, well, Savannah, those are my sisters. They love me. It's stupid. He's not 10. Let that man live his life with that woman if that's who he want to be with. So I'm just now peeping that these two was dressed alike, but let's get into it. So JK and Brooke go over to his Mimi's house. Brooke is basically just his personal Uber at this point. Like, that's the only reason she really around, for sex and to be an Uber. So she's taking him to his Mimi's house because he hasn't seen his grandmother since he got out of jail. He pulls up on her, says the grandfather passed away some time ago, and so he worries about her being lonely. Pulls up to her, goes inside. He tells Brooke, oh, you stay right here. And Brooke is just looking like, okay, so I can't go in and talk to your Mimi. What's going on? Well, the reason why she can't go talk to Mimi is because I think JK knew that Mimi was going to ask about Ashley. That's the other girl's name, right? Ashley. And so Mimi does ask about Ashley. Like, where's she been? What's up with her? And JT let us know in the confessionals that Ashley would probably still be around had she not have cheated on him. Like, I found out she was dealing with other men while I was in jail. She had the nerve to be moving on with her life, even though she was still, listen, when y'all men go to jail, let's go for women too. If y'all gonna be locked down, just let your partner do what they do. Keep it safe, wear some protection, let them live their life, let them do what they do. If you ain't the reason, if they not the reason you going to jail, I don't know what you expect them to do. I'm not putting my life on hold for you. We don't got no kids together. I'm putting money on your books. That should be enough. What I do with my coochie should be null and void until you get out. That's how it should go, in my opinion. But anyway, she wasn't loyal, so he had to get rid of her, and that's where Brooke came into play. So honestly, he really probably still cares for her, still loves her, but he was just feeling some type of way that she was dealing with other men. But I think that if she wanted him back, all she had to do was say so, and I think she will be saying so very soon, because him and Brooke not gonna make it, not the way they talk to each other. Because any man that's calling me the B word and slamming my doors is getting left on the side of the road, never to be seen again. So Brooke is outside calling her mama, talking about he got the nerve to have me sitting outside, and in 2 more minutes I'm gonna be barred. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't barging in nowhere to do nothing. You gonna sit outside. It must be hotter than a witch's titty out there, because Brooke back is completely wet. When she get up from that lawn chair to hug Mimi, her whole back is filled with sweat. And I'm just shaking my head like, not only did you sit outside, but you sat outside in the heat. I would have drove off. I would have went to the store. I would have been like, you and your Mimi can have it. I got other stuff to do. I'm going to pick up my kids, get your cousin, get somebody else to take you back home. You got me confused. On top of that, Brooke has come bearing gifts. Nobody cares. Mimi don't care. She accepts the gifts because she just a kind older woman. But come to find out, she says she can read people, and she says she don't like Brooke like that. And ain't because she did nothing wrong, but she ain't feeling Brooke like that. Okay. The cousin come, and the cousin is dapping up JK. JK get him off to the side to say, hey, let me use that phone real quick so I can call my other girl. Calls Ashley and says, I don't know if you was planning on coming to the party, but don't come because I don't want no drama. So you called her to tell her, don't come to your party. Okay. All righty. And she says, and he tells her, you can call my cousin phone, because I am trying to link up with you. I appreciate what you did for me when I was locked down. So I am trying to holler at you, but call my cousin phone, because, I'm with Brooke now. I don't want no drama. Ashley already knows she can get her man back. Like, she ain't even pressed on the phone. She not asking no questions because she already know what it is. I can get my man back anytime I want. And he's not much of a man to get back, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, she can get him back anytime. Brooke is telling JK that they got to leave so they can go see the boys. Mimi is just kind of looking like, ooh, I want to know where Ashley at, but it seemed like you got to go so you can go get the boys. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not like this with my brothers or young men in my family, but I will tell you, ladies, if you dealing with a family of women, whether it's sisters, cousins, grandma, don't be trying to impress them women. They gonna ride with that son regardless. Now, I'm not gonna ride with my brother or my cousins like that, but I'm not impressed by they girlfriends. You don't need to butter up to me to get closer to him. It ain't gonna do you no good, because I ain't here to be your friend. Okay, once you lock in with him, then you family. But until then, you just one of the girlfriends. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be respectful. But it ain't too much you can do to me that's going to have you around once he decide to be done with you. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, Brooke is upset because he don't really care about going to see the boys. That's not a priority to him. Matter of fact, he told Brooke, just call him and tell him something came up and we not coming, because I need you to chauffeur me back to where I need to go. To which Brooke is pissed off. Well, Brooke, drop him off and go get your kids, okay? That need to be your number one priority, not being this man's personal Uber. He ain't even got nothing on. He ain't even got no snaps on the petrol. What he got on the gas? Nothing. Take him home. Ah, yes, my favorite cornball couple. I like these two. I don't know what's going to happen, but I like these two. Courtney and Will, they are driving Courtney around because she's got to go settle a few things. She was going to go back to Washington with her mom, but she lets her mom know that she can't do that because she has some car theft warrants out there. And unless she want to go back to jail, she can't be going out there. Okay. She already served her time for some sentences of car theft. She's not going to Washington to serve some more. So she is going to be with Will wherever Will is going. I forgot where he lived. So she breaks that news to her mother. And then they go into, I want to say, maybe the police station. They go somewhere to drop her off so she can go clear some things up. So she's in there doing what she needs to do. And Will, he can't wait, child. He about to propose. So he drive by some Christmas tree, and Courtney is just like, I want to go take a shower, I want to go get some pizza, and I want to have some penis as well. Those are the things that I would like to have. So I guess all that thing that he was trying to get together to have a real proper like night, if you know what I mean, they're gonna get to use those because Courtney is down. They get to the Christmas tree and he was like, I know you're tired, but I want you to get out. I want you to see the tree. The mama already know what's coming, and she's just like, oh my God. So they get out, they do the tree. He gets down on one knee. He proposes. And to my surprise, she does say yes. Now, when asked later if this is the person she wants to spend the rest of her life with, she's just like, I don't know. I guess maybe we just gonna have to see. Like right now, I know I want to spend some time with him. So I said yes. So that makes sense in her mind. Doesn't really sound like somebody that's ready to get married though. But I'm gonna be happy for right now because it was a cute moment. So let me be happy for now that these two are engaged. Hey, look, don't give Kiana no more or whatever was in that bottle, okay? Kiana, baby, you gotta play it cool. All right, let's talk about what happened. So Kiana and Demadrick go to Demadrick's dad's house because, of course, they're throwing him a cookout. Everybody's getting thrown a party because they back home. So they're throwing him a cookout. The whole family's there. We find out that Demadrick's father actually spent some time in jail as well. So I guess he got it on this child. But his daddy said, remember I told you when I got back from jail, I was totally different. I bet you understand now because you're going to be totally different now that you're back. Let's hope so, right? We see Kiana talking to Demadrick's stepmother, tasting some food. Everything is going well so far. I believe that Demadrick should have she did know his baby mama was coming, but she did not know she was coming and staying to eat and enjoying the festivities. I feel like Demadrick should have let Kiana know that he invited her. Yes, it would have caused an argument in a moment, but at least she would have already known, right? So the baby mama does get there. And of course, there's tension. She doesn't bring, how many boys do they have together? 3 or 2? Either way, she only brings one, I believe. She doesn't bring the other one. The stepmom is really mad about that because you knew better. That's his son too. And DeModric doesn't want to think she did it on purpose, but it is kind of weird that she didn't bring the other son, but they kind of get past that. She makes her a plate, and the family is kind of, in the middle. Like, some of them fool with Kiana, but a lot of them also are team baby mama, definitely DeModric's sister fools with her more. So there's a little bit of divisiveness even within the family. I mean, well, not divisiveness, but the family's a little bit divided on which women. Ultimately, they don't care. As long as DeModric there, that's really all they care about. But when it comes to the two women, some are on the baby mama side, some are on Kiana's side. Kiana she got her crew with her, okay? She done called her homegirls over there, and DeModric daddy was like, oh, you look better than her, D. Why you didn't meet her first? He wasn't kidding. There was nothing. I didn't like daddy for that. That was no joke in that. He was serious. A lot of times people are not joking. They just trying to see if they can be tasteless in front of you and if you have any boundaries surrounding it. So I didn't like the joke. But Kiana, of course, starts to get irritated when she sees DeModric talking to his child's mother. She want to know what's going on, what y'all talking about over here. Now, she's not getting in old girl's face, the baby mama, but she's definitely irritated, and she's talking loud enough where she knows she can hear her. DeModric is just like, hey, don't let none of this ruffle you, talking to the baby mama like, we cool, everybody cool. Kiana says she need a break, so she about to go get her crew together so they can walk down the street. Her friend trying to give her some more drinks, and she's just like, I don't need no more drinks. DeModric goes to get her and tell her she needs to calm down, she needs to be cool. She don't understand why she talking to her man. She don't understand why she touching her man. She touching your man, and she talking to your man because she want him back. You already know that. I mean, this man is 6 kids in, and y'all allegedly have been dating off and on this whole time, so clearly he has a certain taste for other women, including his baby mama, because he's gotten her pregnant multiple times. I personally think DeModric is straightening up and flying right with Kiana because she's the most stable and she doesn't have any children by him. So he doesn't have to worry about the added stress of living in a home where he's also taking care of kids. I know he said he wants to be in a home with his kids, but if he did, he would just go back to his child's mother. He got to stay with the money team right now. This is what's going to work for him. And so that's what he's going to do. But Kiana, what you want to do is, baby, play it cool in front of the other woman. Play it cool. Don't let nobody ruffle your feathers. You handle your situation with your man in private, okay? You don't let no woman stir you up in public. You don't let nobody stir you up like that in public. You got to be like, whatevs. Even if you dying on the inside, even if you mad, even if you do think they effing, play it cool. When y'all get behind closed doors, check it. And make sure you notice everything that's going on. But yeah, hopefully she can redeem herself, because right now, all you gonna look like is a headache and somebody who ruined all the fun, ruined the cookout, ruined the good time, always drama. Even though you might have the right, let's say you do have the right to be irritated, you're gonna look like you're the one that's stirring up all the drama. So just check them later. This is crazy. Can y'all believe I've been doing this review since Friday night. It's Sunday now. And I am actually on my way to the store. If I just sit my butt down somewhere and do the review, it would get done. But y'all, I am a busybody, I'm telling you, by nature. And it's summertime, and it's almost summertime, and I just be wanting to be out in the world. All right, I'm in my car now. So, the very ending of this show, Ashley, Alexis, and Julius. Julius is an asshole, y'all. Just a big old booty hole. He comes down to the Holiday Inn finally to see Ashley. It's the day after her birthday at this point, I believe. And of course, he's just as disrespectful as usual. Like, he don't really care that it's her birthday. He really just wanted to come and see what she looked like, and you can tell. And he was disappointed. He was like, she way thicker than I thought. And when he's giving her a hug, he's rolling his eyes and saying she all the way up here. Alexis is way more toned down, and it's just a lot. She real extra. He don't like the girl. And you can tell it shows, and even she's able to see it. So she's all excited, talking about how cute he is, talking about how tall he is. And that's when Julius is just kind of like, all right, well, I just really came over here to holler at you. And Ashley wants to know, like, oh, we not doing nothing? Like, you not staying the night? And he was just like, nah, I ain't really staying the night. I ain't really trying to do all of that. And she makes some kind of comment where she's basically like, well, we're supposed to be together, or we're supposed to be in a relationship. And he was like, we not together. We not in no relationship. And child, why he say that? She have a complete meltdown. She walk out her own hotel room. If I wish I would be walking out the room I paid for. And where are her kids? Like, where's everybody's children? She walked out the hotel room and she talking to production. It's sad, y'all. Like, every time we see Ashley, she just talking to production. So she talking to production, telling them how disappointed she is in Julius. We get to see the text messages, and he absolutely has led her on. He has been telling her he loved her, that he gonna be the type of man she need, a bunch of sweet nothings in her ear for sure. She get back to the hotel room thinking maybe they about to make amends. And Julius is basically hemming her up, talking about, well, why you want me to do all of this for you? What are you talking about? What am I supposed to do for you? You ain't did nothing for me. How much money did you send me when I was in jail? And Ashley was like, I didn't send you anything because you ain't did nothing for me. Why would I send you some money? Julius said, why would I be sending you anything? I was in jail. I'm the catch. And you see right there, you see what happened, ladies? When you leave that damn door open, you got this jailbird telling you he's the catch. And why wouldn't he be thinking he was the catch? Look how you're acting over him. You got 2 whole children that you done left somewhere with somebody, maybe they daddies, that you flipping out and getting tattoos for a man who doesn't even have a job. He is fresh out of the penitentiary, did not come see you when he came out. And I ain't trying to be harsh. I'm just trying to get you to understand why he think he the prize. Ashley, I hope you done left this man alone. I heard Alexis was pregnant. That's one of the dumbest moves she could have ever made. But Ashley is just like, and who are you? You haven't even done anything for me. You don't even know how to swim. If we were to go, I was just like, Ashley, none of this is the read that you think it is. Leave this man alone. Go ahead and just take the L on the Holiday Inn. I'm glad you hadn't sent him any money. At least you let another girl do that stupidity and you didn't do it. So I'm glad about that. But bottom line is, she's not who Julius thought she was. So he ain't effing with her no more. He moving on. It's sad to watch, but it is what it is. And that's really all I got for this episode, y'all. It wasn't too much going on. Y'all can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next video. Bye.